Hello students, how are you all? I hope everyone fine. In last class we completed probability. Actually completion is done because of that new syllabus pattern. I hope you saw in your group. In probability, Bayes theorem, only up to Bayes theorem, binomial theorem, random variable mean variation is deleted. Okay, so whenever you're reading probability chapter, you read up to Bayes theorem problem. So I did extra. If you are interested, read it. Otherwise, no need because it is not there in the syllabus. Okay, and remaining part of the probability which I not did in a last class, it is there in a syllabus, textbook. I'm not going to do because it is really deleted in that new syllabus pattern. So that chapter is over. Please remember that. Okay, read only up to Bayes theorem problems. After that it is deleted in the syllabus. So I'm moving to the next chapter. This is one of the very important chapter in PUC or second PUC. Remember that it is not only helpful for maths. You already started to use integration in chemistry and physics, right? Already solved so many problems in physics related using these concepts. So today you're going to learn exactly what I mean by integration. Remember, this is one of the very important chapter, and if I tell the fact, compared to remaining chapter, this chapter is a little difficult. If you not work out regularly, then this chapter is not easy to understand. Remember that. So you have to work out. Very important chapter, not only for this year as well as for the, okay, if you are taking engineering, definitely this will be there with you for four semesters, maybe 2 years and 4 semesters. Remember that. So 2 years in engineering, okay, definitely integration will be there. Remember that. Okay, so please remember this is an important topic. Compared to the previous chapter, this may be little difficult, so you have to work more. So if I solve 10 problem, minimum 4 to 5 problem you will get as a homework, and you have to work out regularly after seeing the video. Then you have to send me the solution to my WhatsApp number. So please remember, here you should follow the rules. Remember that. Yeah, so as I told, I'm going to start the new chapter known as integration. So already you started to use in physics, so maybe you know a little about integration. So tumba jasti explain ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, directly I'll come to the fact, like formulas, methods of integration. Okay, remaining part. Okay, yeah. So first heading under the heading integration. Integration general meaning ಗೊತ್ತಿದಲ್ವಾ? Summation, adding. Okay, see here actually the integration is nothing but summation. We are not using integration to add 1 plus 1 or 1 plus 2 plus up to 10. Suppose you want to add 1 to 10,000 or 1 lakh, 2 lakh. Instead of adding 1 to 2 lakhs, okay, term by term, we have a method in integration to get that number without doing any addition. Okay, so integration general nothing but the summation. But in the beginning we are not going to use that term summation anta use madade direct agi. So because if I started to use summation directly, you may find difficult to understand what I mean by integration and its formulas. So here we begin integration by using the differentiation, and we called here integration is nothing but reverse process of derivatives. Okay, since you know derivatives in the beginning, integration is easy to understand using this concept, but you are going to get some problems in the integration part where we are using summation concept. Okay, application of integrations ide alli ನಾವು use ಮಾಡೋದು actual meaning of integral is summation. But to understand integration in the beginning, we use a different concept known as reverse process of differentiation, or it is known as anti-derivative, ANTI. anti-derivative. Okay, remember that. So ಹೀಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹೀಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ವರಿ. ಸಮೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಸಮೇಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಸಬ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅಂತ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾ. So first deciding integral of a function. So directly I am coming to the point how to get the integral of a given function. Consider a differentiable function. Differentiable function ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Function is differentiable. You can find out its derivative. Consider such a differentiable function with its first order derivative. New differentiation there is first order, second order, third order. Okay, like that. Consider first order derivative with respect to x as f of x. Okay, so derivative of f of x is capital F of x. Derivative of f of x is capital F of x. So that is, you can express the given sentence like dy by dx is equal to differentiation of f of x equal to capital F of x. Capital F of x is the derivative of small f of x. Capital F of x is the derivative of small f of x. If this is true, remember, if this is true, then small f of x is known as the antiderivative of capital F of x with respect to x. I'll repeat, if capital F of x is a derivative of small f of x, then small f of x is known as antiderivative of capital F of x with respect to x. Antiderivative NPL word A and T I D I, then I hope you know that derivative spelling, but it is spelling first correct A and T I. Antiderivative of capital F of x with respect to x. Okay, and also we learn in differentiation that if derivative of f of x, small f of x, is capital F of x, then derivative of small f of x plus a constant is also capital F of x, because derivative of constant is 0. It goes to the see, suppose sin x is small x. You know differentiation of sin x ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ cos x. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 plus 5 ಬರೀರಿ. ಏನಾದರೂ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇದೆ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು 5 ಬರೀರಿ ಅಥವಾ -1000 ಬರೀರಿ, ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ, there will not be change in derivative because derivative of constant function is 0. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನೆನಪಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾ. So remember this, whenever you are differentiating a constant it gives 0. Because of that, if if capital F of x is a derivative of small f of x, then okay, small f of x plus the derivative is also capital F of x. Otherwise, see this, if capital F of x is a derivative of small f of x, then we know that small f of x is called antiderivative of capital F of x. Alva, you just know I told. Now because of this, it's not just one derivative or one antiderivative. See, because of this result, we know that small f of x plus c is also antiderivative of capital F of x. C ಬದಲು ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು? Yeah, you can put any number of constant, right? How many constants are there? Infinitely many constants. So this is a very very important statement. If one antiderivative exists, okay, then because of this reason there are infinitely many antiderivatives. There are infinitely many antiderivative. See, suppose if they ask find antiderivative of the function, ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ? You have to find out infinitely many antiderivative, and writing infinitely many antiderivative in a list form, it's never possible, because infinity means what? We don't know how many that, right? So we are going to express in a general form, and that process we are going to learn as an integration. That I will explain later. First, try to understand here that if one antiderivative exists, there will be infinitely many antiderivatives. Remember, there will be infinitely many antiderivatives. One derivative idre, there will be infinitely many antiderivatives. Okay, ishta artha aita? So remember, if function is differentiable, using that differentiable we can find out antiderivative of the function. This is just like, see, solving some equation. See, suppose if I ask to solve this equation, its solution ಬರೀತೀರಿ +1 -1 alva, there are finitely many solutions, so you can write all the solution in the list form. But if the question is sin x is equal to half, its solution irutte sin x equal to half ge, you know sin x equal to half has infinitely many solutions. See, 30 150 ಹೀಗೆ ಎರಡು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತಾ? Why we can't write each and everything? There are infinitely many solutions. So what we did in trigonometry, remember, instead of writing solution, we wrote general solution. Nenpidelo trigonometry general solution baritito. So here also situation same. If they ask to find out antiderivative of the function, then remember there will be infinitely many antiderivatives. So one by one ellanu bariyake agodilla. So we are going to express its general form. Okay, so that process is known as integration, that I'm going to explain now. Artha aita? Now as I told, if one antiderivative exists, there will be infinitely many antiderivatives. Please remember, this is one important sentence or statement. If one antiderivative exists, there will be infinitely many antiderivatives. I'll explain this again with one example. For example, if I take differentiation of cos x, okay, you know that it is minus sin x, alva? So minus sin x is known as derivative of cos x. Minus sin x, remember, minus sin x is known as derivative of what? Derivative of cos x, correct? You already studied this in differentiation. Now, okay, because of this, cos x is known as You know, cos x is known as antiderivative of minus sin x, or I'll just keep this here only sin x, and that minus I will use here. So minus cos x is known as antiderivative of sin x. Now also we know that cos x plus any constant, okay, is again gives minus sin x. Therefore, tell me, what is the antiderivative of sin x? Therefore, antiderivative of sin x is minus cos x plus c. Why minus cos? Okay, c ne agbekanದ್ರೆ ನಾನು k ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ, k ಬರೀರಿ, ಏನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು, but usually we write c in integration and known as integration constant, that I'm going to explain. Antiderivative of sin x is minus cos x plus k, where k is a real number, a constant. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದಲ್ವಾ? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. Now observe carefully. I'm going to bring the word integration. The most general form of antiderivative, the most general form of an antiderivative of the function is known as integration, is known as integral of the function, is known as integral of the function. The most general form of antiderivative of the given function is known as integral of a function, and this process finding integral of the function is known as integration. Integration andrenu? The process of finding integral of the function. The process of finding integral of the function is known as integration. Okay, and this whole process, the complete process, we write, see this symbol physics ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ವಾ, nothing but integration. Okay, this symbol integration of capital F of x is f of x plus c. See, integration is nothing but the most general form of antiderivative. Why we are using the word most general form? Because there are infinitely many antiderivative, so writing one by one it's never possible, so we are going to express in general. So okay, the general expression of the antiderivative is known as integral of the function, and it is denoted by like this: integration of f of x with respect to x. This represent, dx represent with respect to which variable you are integrating, or with respect to which variable you already differentiated, so that this represent variable of integration. Okay, remember that f of x plus c ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಈಗ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾನೆ. So that plus c is known as integration constant, that c is known as integration constant. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ? what do you mean by integration? Integration is a process of finding integral of the function. What do you mean by integral of the function? The most general form of the antiderivative. What do you mean by antiderivative? If small differentiation of small f of x is capital F of x, then if capital F of x is known as derivative of small f of x, and small f of x is known as antiderivative of capital F of x. So we reach the first sentence. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆದರೆ now it's very easy to learn integration. So integration is a process of finding integral of the function. Suppose in a question find integration, what it means? You are finding integral of the function. ಇಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Okay, very good. So symbol ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ, so not an issue, but remember, okay, and integration symbol ಬರೆಯೋದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. It is not s. You are not allowed to write integration symbol like this, and when you will, okay, whenever writing in exam I am telling notes ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ exam ಅಲ್ಲಿ, because of pressure or the time, you sometimes you'll write like this. Okay, s ತರ ಬರೀತೀರಿ, ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಸಿಂಬಲ್. Okay, it is not s or straight line, it is in between, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರ್ವ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So I hope you follow this symbol write a symbol properly. So here each and every point you have to remember. One sudden mistake, okay, it will spoil full whole problem. Remember that one first step ತಪ್ಪಾದ್ರೆ full problem ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ. So careful ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, so integration ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ, introduction. Okay, over. Now we are going to learn integration of some standard function. Integration of some standard function. Before that, let me take one simple example to explain this whole process again. Can you tell me what is the integration of cos x? With the help of the explanation which I already did. Yes, your answer is right. Integration of cos x is sin x plus c. Why? Why integration of cos x is sin x plus c? The reason is, see, this is must be the antiderivative of this function, alva? See, you know that differentiation of sin x, differentiation of sin x plus c ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ? Yes, cos x, alva? Because of this, okay, cos x is called derivative of sin x, and sin x plus c is known as most general form of antiderivative of cos x. So that most general form will be used as an integration. So remember, integration of cos x is sin x plus c because of this reason, differentiation a reason. ಇಲ್ಲಿ differentiation ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, integration is very easy to understand because we give the reason or the proof from the difference, we give the reason from the differentiation. Please remember that differentiation ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, integration is simple, very simple. So before you start learning integration, please recall once, okay, complete derivatives ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, chain rule, substitution method, everything is required. So before starting this integration, please go through once the derivatives, formulas, especially formulas, remember that. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. Don't worry, remaining all the work is nothing but the examples for the integral of the function. Okay, so next heading, integration of standard function. Integration of standard function. In that first function is integration of x power n. Can you tell me? You must tell this because you studied in physics, okay, as a first topic in first PUC is this concept, integration of x power n. ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? Yes, your answer is right. X to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 for plus c for n is not equal to minus 1. ಯಾಕೆ n is not equal to minus 1? n equal to minus 1 ಆದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ 0 ಆದರೆ whole process does not exist. So remember that. So remember the first formula, integration of x power n is x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. You already remember this. Why? You started to use this in first PUC, first class in physics, not in maths, in physics. Remember that. So I'll give you the reason first from the differentiation. Can you tell me the differentiation of this? You know already from the chain rule or the direct differentiation. Can you tell me what is the differentiation of this? Here 1 by n plus 1 is constant. Only differentiation of differentiate x power n plus 1 in ಬರತ್ತೇಳಿ n plus 1 into x to the power n plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 cancel ಆಗಿ even n plus 1 cancel ಆಗತ್ತೆ. What is remaining? Yes, x power n. Therefore integration of x power n is x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Where this is useful? See this one example I will take, x to the power 7. Suppose you want to find out integration of x to the power 7. ಹೇಗೆ find out ಮಾಡೋದು according to this rule? See, ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪವರ್ n ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಪವರ್ n ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7 ಇದ್ರೆ 8 divided by 8 and don't forget to write c. Actually, what is the wrong if you not write plus c? Can you tell me why you are going to lose marks if you not write plus c? Yes, if you not write plus c, you are going to write only one solution out of infinitely many solution. Out of infinitely many solution, you are writing one solution, and if you write one solution out of infinitely many solution, how you can expect the full marks for that particular problem? So you have to write all the solution, that is all infinitely many solution, by writing plus c. C can be anything. So puna c could c belongs to r anta baribekantilla, it's understood, but don't forget to write plus c. Don't forget to write plus c. Correct? Artha aita? Okay, next question, next standard form. See, in last you saw that x is not equal to minus 1, right? Why? If the x equal to n is equal to minus 1, denominator will be 0. Now in the previous formula, x power n, if n is equal to minus 1, you will get 1 x to the power minus 1. It is nothing but 1 by x. It is nothing but 1 by x. Okay, can you guess what will be the answer for 1 by x? You know this. As I told, if you are good in differentiation, integration is very simple, but you must be good in differentiation. Can you tell me? Can you give me a function? Okay, can you give me a function whose differentiation is 1 by x, and that function will be the integration of 1 by x? For which function its derivative is 1 by x? Quick! Yes, you're right. What is that answer? Log x differentiation 1 by x. So integration of 1 by x is nothing but log x. Since here the log x will be considered output, and in log x cannot be negative, for that reason we use modular sign. Please remember that. Now differentiation barithirli like ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು input output ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ನಾವು ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೇವೆ, ಬಟ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಟು ಬಿ ಅ ಸೇಫರ್ ಸೈಡ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಲಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಲೆಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, ಬಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅ ಸೇಫರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ವಿ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಲಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್, ಲಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ mod x. Log of mod x ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, only log x is not allowed. And again here base is nothing but e only. Calculus full section derivative ಇಲ್ಲಿ integration ಇಲ್ಲಿ base will be considered as, base will be considered as e only. Please remember that. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? Base will be considered as e only. Okay, so one more formula that you should list out in your formula book is integration of 1 by x is log mod x plus integration constant. 1 by x integration, log of mod x. Very good. Artha aita? Yes. So I'm moving to the third one. This is one of the easiest as well as very important function. And this is the one special function. This is only one special function, the list of function whose derivatives as well as integration will be same, as well as e power x is a one special function because even derivative and integration does not bring any changes in e power x. Why? What is derivative of e power x? Can you tell me? Yes, answer is itself, alva. So because of this, even integration also does not bring any changes in e power x. So answer is again e power x, but don't forget to write integration constant, that is plus c. So please remember that integration of e power x is e power x plus c. One of the easiest formula because question and answer one and the same. Yes. Next one, a power x dx. What is the differentiation of a power x? Can you tell me? Idu nimge gottide ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? Yeah, it is nothing but log a into a power x. ನೆನಪಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? a power x into log a. Now we want a power x in answer position. So what the changes we should bring here? Can you tell me? So can you tell me what change we have to bring here so that this side will be only a power x? So log a ಬೇಡ ಅಂದ್ರೆ log a ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? So now because of this see here cancel, so remaining is a power x. Can you tell me what is the integration of a power x? Integration of a power x, see this is only remaining is a power x by log a plus constant. So next formula that you should remember is integration of a power x is a power x by log a plus c. A power x by log a plus c. Got it? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು? So now this is not a particular function, this is general function. See for example, if you want to find out e power x integration, ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೀರಿ? e power x by log 3 plus c. one important information ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ ಎರಡು ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ. ಆರ್ if you have a confusion between the formula of integration differentiation, you can clear using this information. So please remember that. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So the next formula that you should remember is integration of a power x is a power x by log a plus integration constant. Got it? Yes. Next one, integration of sin x. Can you tell me whose differentiation is sin x? It should be cos x, but differentiation of cos x is not only sin x, it is minus sin x. So ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕೀಗ integration of sin x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬೇಡ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು? cos x. So what is the answer? Yes. So integration of cos x is integration of sin x is minus cos x. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. Got it? ಯಾಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಕಾಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೈನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ minus cos x plus integration constant. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Yes. Next, this I already wrote as an example. So can you tell me what is the integration of cos x? Yes, you know already. I'm not going to explain again. Integration of cos x is sin x plus integration of cos x is sin x plus c. So ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಆಯ್ತು? x power n. What is x power n formula? Integration of x power n is x power n plus 1 n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Next, integration of 1 by x is log of mod x. integration of e power x is e power x plus c, integration of a power x is a power x by log a, integration of sin x is minus cos x, integration of cos x is plus sin x. ಇಲ್ಲಿ confusion ಆಗಬೇಡಿ, differentiation of sin x ಏನು plus cos x, integration of sin x ಏನು minus cos x, differentiation of cos x ಏನು minus sin x, but integration of cos x ಏನು plus sin x. So plus minus interchange ಆದ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, definitely you will understand. சரியா? So we have few more problem in formula functions in trigonometry. Now I am going to discuss two more, remaining will be in a next class. Okay, so the next trigonometry function is tan x. Now can you give me a function, okay, whose differentiation is tan x? Not easy, think about it quick. I'll give you few minutes, a few seconds. Can you give me a function whose differentiation is only tan x? ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೆನ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯಾವ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ tan x ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಎನಿ ಐಡಿಯಾ? ಯಾ, ಎನಿವನ್ ಗಾಟ್? ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ sin x, cos x, secant x, cosecant x? Out of this 6, whether any function holds whose differentiation is tan x? No. From 6 trigonometric function, no trigonometric function we can bring here. Why? If you bring any one of the trigonometric function, definitely its differentiation is not tan x. So observe carefully, it is not possible with only trigonometric function. We have to merge the trigonometric function with one more function is known as logarithmic function, and we have to bring the composite function. See this, log of secant x. So answer ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರೀತೇನೆ. ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಾಗ್ ಆಫ್ secant x ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್? 1 by secant x into chain rule ಅಲ್ವಾ, secant x into tan x. See, secant x cancel ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ? Yeah, tan x. So what is the integration of tan x? Log of mod of secant x plus c. Okay, I'll write below. It is log of mod of secant x plus c. Please remember that. Integration of tan x is log of mod of secant x plus c. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ, ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ನೀವು ರೀಸನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿದ್ರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ integration problem is never easy to solve. Please remember, formula compulsory ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. Okay, now similarly, exactly almost a similar process. Can you give me a function? Okay, I'll help you. I'll give you the first function. Can you give me a trigonometric function which is inside logarithm, and after differentiation it gives cot x? Think. You have to suggest a trigonometric function which we are going to insert inside logarithm, and after that we are going to differentiate and it gives the answer as cot x. Yeah, your guess is right. What is that? Yes, sin x. What is differentiation of sin x? Log of sin x, tell me. 1 by sin x into differentiation of sin x, you know, cos x. So it gives cot x. So integration of cot x is log of mod of sin x plus c. Log of mod of sin x plus c. So we got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 formulas. So already we got in the first integration class 8 formulas to remember. It is not over. Still you will get, I think, 9 more formulas in the beginning, 3 rules of integration, then problems. So around 20 formula in the beginning only you have to remember in integration. Without that 20 formulas, problems are never easy to solve. Maybe you can't solve problems, remember that. So I'll give you one work. See, formula book and then first year ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬುಕ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಏನು, ಇಂಟಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಬರ್ದಿಟ್ಟು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾಲೋ ದಿಸ್ ರೂಲ್. Or if you don't have the formula book, okay, not an issue, you take one A4 sheet, write all the formulas in neat pattern. ಅರ್ಥ, ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗು ಬರಿಬೋದು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, you'll remember easily. Or one more suggestion is, one side ಅಲ್ಲಿ full differentiation formula, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ parallel ಆಗಿ, see, differentiation ಅಲ್ಲೂ e power x ಇದೆ, differentiation ಅಲ್ಲೂ a power x ಇದೆ, differentiation x power ಏನಿದೆ, differentiation ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲಾ trigonometric functions ಇದೆ. So one side ಅಲ್ಲಿ full differentiation ಬರೀರಿ, exact opposite ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ full integration formula ಬರೀರಿ. ನೀವು ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಶೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ every time you will see differentiation and integration formula. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So you better to practice that. One side full differentiation formula, next only integration. integration formula. So you have to practice to remember all this from the first class of integration. Got it? So remaining standard function integration I will continue in next class. Thank you.